ReZero, Season 4, Episode 3. Oh my god. Haven't heard that on Osa in a while. Don't tell me he fell down here too. What is happening right now? Where are we? Extremely slothful. Just as you like it. Oh yeah. God, he's still every bit as annoying. Thank you. Don't touch me. Oh? Oh man. Okay, yeah, that was a dream. That makes sense. This show loves its ASMR. It's creepy. I don't like it. Maybe it's just me, but every time they do this ASMR stuff, I feel exploited. I feel used. That's weird. Oh, hi. We're still in the dream? Maybe. We wouldn't return here. Okay, somehow we reunited. Is this real? Can I believe this? What's the... Wait, hold on. Curb your enthusiasm. However, what? The carriage is in here. Right, we fought a boss battle. She's been saying the same thing for 3 episodes. Master. Thanks. Okay. Now Subaru is the little girl being exploited. Yeah, asking the important questions. Okay, Shaula. Right? Student. What the hell are you talking about? How does Amelia take this? Return by Snoo. Return by death, death by Snoo. Return by Snoo. So I think this strengthens the theory I had that some of this at least was designed for Subaru to get in. Like only Subaru could make it. No one is dodging that laser otherwise, for example. And only he could open the doors. Where did his broken spine? Oh, someone's jealous. Oh no, not in front of Julius. This actually is not his fault at all. Subaru on the other side of it now. This is maybe too much power for Subaru. What? Do you have us confused with someone else? But as we've learned in ReZero, we all have this potential inside of us. We all have the capacity. Am I right? Even Subaru. You almost forget, right? You almost forget. And in fact, you try to forget early season 1 Subaru based on who he is now. But like, there are a lot of what if paths that are plausible. They have the same color scheme. That might be deliberate. Maybe her outfit is an alternate version of his. Oh my god. They're showing like the multiple versions of people. Why are you throwing money at me? This feels like a huge development, though I don't know what it means yet. Everyone agrees. Oh no! Oh no, not everyone taking her side. Oh right, it's his witch magic stuff. That's really painful to realize that everyone's been silently thinking that this whole time. Julius gave a mean side look. Positive reading, everyone loves him so much they're willing to brave his horrendous smell. Subaru is Flugel. Or there's some major connection. Oh yeah, Flugel and his suspicious tree. That tree that just happened to be there for the epic battle with the whale, conveniently, that Subaru also knew how to use. That is a surprise, but like, that seems to fit in ways that I can't possibly explain, which is maybe an idea that would apply to a lot of the show. Like, oh yeah, okay, Flugel. Right, yeah, you would be Flugel, wouldn't you? Sure. Flugel, the sage tree planter. At least the stairs are wide. What's wrong with her legs? Huh? Sure. It's just touchy about her hairstyle. That was nice of her. So she's got beast strength. Pretty high. Subaru not concerned with perfection. Sweet. If Subaru asked her to run away with him in season 1, she might say yes. It does feel like there's a little bit of karma here in this sort of treatment. I think this is a stage that some people have to go through, where you think that romance means being all in 100% from the beginning and like, I'll do anything for you, I'll die for you. unsolicitedly. And you think it's really romantic because, you know, that's sort of what you've seen in media. And it sounds nice, but then you receive it when you don't want it. And you're like, oh God, is that what I was doing? Is that what I looked like? They don't even see me. They don't even know me. I'm not even here. Like, in a weird way, they love me, but I'm invisible. I don't exist. Again, feels like I'm being used for your own weird thing. I don't know. Though, obviously, there's a lot more to this. There's maybe hundreds of years of history here, for example. This was made for this moment. Okay, there's the library stuff, the book stuff, yeah. And it is the Great Library. It looks like Avatar also. Welcome home, Flugel. Yeah, okay, right. It also makes a lot more sense why things open to his touch. Wow, it's beautiful. It's an oasis in the desert. Okay. That's huge relief. What about Ram? Okay. Okay, well, we can't be angry at the spirit, but disappointing. Right, there's a lot more here to this. There's some scheme or plan that's being set up for hundreds of years that we need to figure out. Yeah. Alright, let's not give up hope. This is great. Like, this could have been a massive disappointment. You know, this could have induced a spiral. That's a lot. Just do what you can for now. Exactly. It's lucky that we have you. She has you. You know, for all the crap that Ram gives and all her surliness, she's really there when it counts, always. As long as there's a reasonably low amount of miasma. Never want to go into the miasma again. That's nice. That's a lot of honor. Thank you, Great Spirit. Speaking of things that could have been missed, right? Like, you could have just taken that for granted. Yeah, okay, it's a healing room. Damn it, why is it Rem healed? This room sucks, stupid spirit. This show, it's been really great for me to see lately. It's been a super whirlwind year. I got married last July after getting sort of expelled from Korea. And then this week, our first child was born. And knowing I had a child on the way, I was thinking, okay, this is a good time to get some of my affairs in order and to start practicing good habits that I can rely on when things kind of hit the fan and I can't find my feet. At least I have sort of this inertia and I'm taking care of myself, etc. And one of the things I started doing was prayer, but I guess in a more general way, trying to focus on what's the most important thing, what is the highest, best thing I can possibly imagine, and what really matters, and to really like remind myself of that or try to get as close to that as I can every day, which I think just by and by includes gratitude. And one thing that just kept coming up over and over again to think about and to hope for was just the health of my wife and unborn child, and just the way it went. The hospital process, the birth was very difficult and very, very frustrating, painful experience, but my child was born and my wife is safe. And I had a moment where like I caught myself being in this very bad state, sort of a mix of like anger and guilt and like not being satisfied. But then I had this moment where it hit me. Well, actually, I've gotten everything I was asking for. All the things I thought were most important, I received. And you know, there was a little bit of guilt in that moment, but ultimately it had the effect of like sort of washing a lot of that other unnecessary stuff away. And you think it would be obvious, right? And it looks obvious, but I appreciate it. You know, I appreciate that Subaru goes to this place and doesn't get what he wants, and yet he doesn't miss the fact that like everyone is okay. We navigated the desert. Pistrash is going to make a full recovery. There's this beautiful garden paradise of healing. We got people like Ram in our corner. And this is just another challenge. Just the timing of it was great because the last episode was about miasma, and in the difficulty of the hospital experience and the first couple days of getting adjusted to having a newborn, for some reason the line kept coming to my mind. It's just the miasma. This is really stressful and I'm exhausted. Nothing actually is bad here. It's just difficult things happening and a physical state that feels way worse and way bigger than it is. There was just such a great thing to have in my back pocket this week. You feel yourself slipping into something, you're going into a dark place. Wait a minute, it's just the miasma. This is not permanent and it's not me. I feel like Shaula has 99% of the dialogue in this episode. 99 out of 100. Don't brag about that. Yeah, you were doing that. Right, yeah. That was terrible. Please don't ever do that again. How many people have you killed? She has no idea of the consequences, how deadly it is. She bears none of the consequences. Were they? I don't know. This is a weird, like, I will be back moment. You know, like, select for me. That's what Amelia focuses on, of course. Yeah, I'd be happy too, honestly, just to have guests. What happens if Flugel's orders contradict Subaru's orders? We don't fully know her loyalty hierarchy, though. Seems maybe reasonable to assume that got in, but for some reason. Curb Your Enthusiasm 2. too. This place is beautiful, though. I admire the interior design. I would not touch that. I would not touch anything related to a test or trial in this place after what we've seen. That's conspicuous. What in the... Damn, what's that movie? 2000: A Space Odyssey? I love this, like, completely white blank room and then, you know, one stone monolith. Let's get this over with. I mean, Subaru's used to puzzles at this point. Done a bunch of these. I think Subaru's gonna find out he's Flugel. What? I'm surprised you tried this in this world without return by death. Wrong choice. I see, you have to get the right sequence. And this could get complicated pretty fast depending on how many stages there are. It could be infinite, practically infinite. Yeah, if it's more than like 4 stages, I mean... Sometimes brute force is the way. Why is she still carrying melee? Right, did I say that? She's got some of Subaru's mannerisms. She's got some of his fake mannerisms. You're right to be scared. Well, I mean, I don't think she is a person of great character. Okay. Speak honestly in the manner I would like you to speak. No. Not that honest. If I remember correctly, I think that was my first suspicion of Reinhardt when his character was introduced. I was like, nah, this is too good to be true. This man has some real darkness. I mean, I can imagine that from someone like Reinhardt. He's got something. Show it to us. He says excitedly. A White Sky Asterism. Okay, there's got to be an after credit scene. So I'm thinking that maybe this too is astronomy. Because he sees her star thing. There's also just obviously a lot of constellation stuff in the show. This episode opened with Betelgeuse and the other guy. But beyond that, I'm not sure. Maybe there's another Shaula related thing in the stars. See, like, I get so inspired by this season as far as greatness, and then, like, I see the ending again, and, you know, everyone's bleeding. Oh, yeah. You need outside knowledge of the other world. Okay, yeah, it is constellation stuff, right. And they wouldn't know that. And then you could find the arrangement of the monoliths in the pattern of Orion, perhaps. I didn't think about the fact that only Subaru would know the constellation stuff. So it really was designed only for him. It just gets more and more intertwined, right? Because it seems increasingly likely that Subaru, or like, I don't know, some version of Subaru, left things in place for Subaru. And so if it were Subaru making a clue for Subaru, you might be inclined to use things that Subaru likes and that only Subaru would know. For example, constellations. Scorpion's tail, right. Like her hair, she's very touchy about it. I did not know that. That's really cool. Wow, kill Orion, you get to be a star. That's cool. I thought it was cool. It was pretty good for like a little blurb. Orion. I still don't see it. Wow, this is some real like specialist knowledge. Even knowing what Orion looks like, I don't know if I would have seen that. I mean, I didn't see it actually. Betty didn't know what she was looking at. Oh, right, yeah, okay, right. Wait, Regal. Oh, yeah, Regal, okay. You want to say that it's clever, but like, there's the part of it where he may have made it. So If I was trying to solve a puzzle that I had made, I'm pretty sure, like, or at least I'd want to believe that I'd be able to solve it, right? It would be really terrible if I couldn't solve a puzzle that I had made for myself. You fail twice. 2 failing birds with 1 failing stone. Now what? What the hell? What happens next? The library. Your reward is reading. Aaron would be proud. Hopefully there's some better news in here. It's slightly bigger and less dank, and we actually lived to see it. No one told me there was going to be reading. There's a whole other puzzle in itself. Wow. There's something really cool about finding this, though. There's something very, like, I don't know, Indiana Jones. Wow, this season so far, like, every episode is different, but they're all great. This was kind of like intrigue and lore. There isn't the extremely heavy emotional stakes of the last episode or the adventure and fighting of episode 2, but it still manages to be very compelling, like the mystery of this place and Subaru and his connection. Even not fully understanding it, it feels like we're on the precipice of something really, really big. Combine that with all the intrigue of, is Shaula someone that we can trust? I mean, she seems kind of like, if there was a murderer with Subaru's worst traits. Foxidna being here, I don't think we fully made it. I don't think we're out of the danger. But through all that, you have a great showing from our crew, and especially Subaru.